If you could, state your name again for the camera, please, sir.
Ernie Ladd, man. Nah, Mr.Lee, man.
Mr.Lee.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Chilling on it, bro.
How's this week going for you?
Shit, man. I'm here, so it's going.
Okay. So recently this week I saw you put up about producers. Stop giving away free briefs. Can you let us know something about that?
Man, I've been on this shit for a couple of years, bro. Really, I think what's going on, man, the thirst is real. And a lot of people out here trying to get on, and they don't know the proper ways to get on. They sacrificing money, time, ownership for a chance to be seen and a like, and maybe a shout out here and there. But the economic part of the whole situation ain't adding up. The business ain't adding up. Really, you can't have a business if you ain't practicing on it,
bro. Okay. Can you expound on it? Let us know more. How it works right now. How the rappers are doing and how the producers are getting paid or not getting paid.
I mean, it's really just not what the rappers are doing. It's what is being presented to them. You know what I'm saying? Anytime, it's just like any other thing, any other game, any other situation. There's rules that you have to follow and you have to go by. And when you look and the rules are being broken, then it causes a snowball effect to where people will start going by some rules that really are not appropriate for the business that you're in or the situation you're in. And really, like when the whole mixtape shit started back in the day when mixtapes were being done, the mixtape was exactly what that was. At first, it started out being a tape with a bunch of different records on it, a bunch of different songs from artists, and that's what a mixtape was at first. Then it progressed to being a mixtape with people rapping on other people's instrumentals and giving it out. Now it's a complete album that is being used to promote. And what happens is the artist makes the track just like they make the track any other time. It ain't no such thing as I'm going to make a track for a mixtape or I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You doing the same process you do when you working on the album. And if it's original songs and it's being released, that's an album. That's not no mixtape.
Okay. Well, what far as how the producer gets their credits, what's the difference between the mixtape and the actual album?
There's no money being spent. There's no registration on the songs. There's no publishing to collect. And at the end of the day, the producer's getting the short end of the stick, but you just can't look and say it's the artist doing it. If you accept that type of shit, then you part of the problem. You feel me? So this is not a situation where I'm bashing the artist, because I feel like if a motherfucker let you get tracks for free, then you're supposed to get them for free. But don't, you messing up business though. And I feel like, now that people like Timbaland, 808 Mafia starting to say some shit, it's getting attention, I've been saying this shit for a long ass time because the shit is ass backwards. I don't really fuck around with a lot of mixtapes. I don't like niggas doing mixtapes. I done had that shit happen to me a couple of times. I don't really cover that shit because it's like, nigga, that's time out of my day that I put in doing this music. I put my time and effort and my soul in my shit. And you hear me with some shit about it's just a mixtape, I ain't selling it. But if shows start popping off and the songs start getting popular, you monetizing off of it. You know what I'm saying? When them shows get to popping, I'm not finna get no percentage of that.
Okay.
That's why I'm the type of nigga, I'm not really opposed to the 360 because I understand the other side. If you put money and you doing all of this shit and the record's not selling, but you got all the merch selling, all the shows popping off and all this other shit, then, somewhere along the line, somebody gonna lose, and it's mostly gonna be the person that's putting the money in.
Okay, and as far as the producer go, if you don't get no publishing, then you don't get nothing off the back end, nothing in the long run.
You don't get anything. But see, the niggas is so savvy now with the business until they'll give a motherfucker $500, $1,000, or whatever it is. The less money they can give, then they'll pass you a contract that say they own everything. And if you're a broke nigga, you ain't gonna have time to go to no lawyer because you can't afford one. So after that, you fuck. You feel me? You out of there.
So what is the suggestion to the young up and coming producers just trying to get heard? You know, just accept the fate that you're gonna get screwed, or hold your own merchandise.
I mean, you just got to know your business, so you can know exactly what to expect and what you're supposed to get. You know what I mean? You got to know the business. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people with big ass records and awards and all kind of shit that's broke because they don't know the business. They don't own the shit. You know, if it's work for hire, you don't know what work for hire is. Is it a work for hire for the master? Is it a work for hire for your composition? What is it? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if a nigga chunking you $500, that shouldn't be a work for hire nowhere inside that contract. But it's a lot of niggas getting $500 and different shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not immune to it. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I know that I'm not finna give shit away. If a nigga come with me $500, it's got to be a family type of situation or some shit like that. But I'm not finna relinquish my ownership. That's never gonna happen because that's too important to me. It's just like, you know, I got into a predicament over mixtape music. When niggas that mixtape another motherfucking track that I sold to them and licensed to them, and I got sued. But the motherfucker that sued me don't even understand and know that I own the music. Motherfucker, you don't own the shit. So you suing me for some shit that you don't even own. But you get a work for hire clause in the contract that said work for hire for a master. You think that that's work for hire for my music, my composition, and it ain't. You know what I'm saying? But people don't understand that part of the business. So when they sign the contracts and they put themselves in a position, they don't know their rights. They don't know what type of situation that they are supposed to be in. They don't know their bargaining points. They don't know shit. You know what I mean? And then vice versa. Most of the rappers don't know shit too. I've had so many people hit me up, buy tracks, and then they be, yo, you gonna give me the contract? Like, nigga, you giving me the money. I'm not supposed to give you no contract. You supposed to start the contract on your terms, not the other way around. It's just like a nigga signing you to a record label gonna give you $1 million and tell you, hey, as soon as you can, get the paperwork to us and we're gonna give you the money. That's dumb shit. But you know, these niggas don't have no type of common sense and don't know nothing, bro, about none of this shit, bro.
Okay. Well, let some of these producers know, how does publishing play a role in your life?
Man, it's a lifetime investment pretty much, bro. Publishing is like, I call publishing the musical real estate. You feel me? It's like real estate because at the end of the day, you can eat off of that the rest of your life. I'm getting paid for records I've done 21 years ago, 19 years ago. I'm still getting checks off that shit. Every quarter, every semi-annual, I'm getting checks off of that shit. You know what I mean? And that's just some shit that'll last a lifetime. My children will be able to eat off of that music when I'm not here. Their children will be able to eat after that. You know what I mean? Because I own it. That's mine. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you can't keep making a track is like making, you know, cultivating land and getting the neighborhood ready to go, and then as soon as you do all of the work, you just get a motherfucker away. So you know what? Man, if you want to build these houses on here, you can just go ahead, bro. You ain't got to give me shit. I signed the paperwork right now. Just give me $500. I'm gonna sign the shit over.
Let me ask you this question: what do you think the fame aspect that's come with social media? What do you think the fame aspect plays with producers just saying, all right, fuck it, I won't make a lot of money, but I will get famous?
Because they brainwashed into believing, hey, bro, I'm gonna give you a look. If you get down with me, do this mixtape, it's gonna be a dope look for you, bro. I'm telling you. And woo, and then all of this extra shit. But at the end of the day, that shit don't pay no bills, bro. Them clicks on the internet don't pay no type of bills, bro. If you ain't making no bread, then you ain't making no way, bro. And it's just that simple. I think, you know, I mean, social media is necessary. We're in a different day and time. I'm having to adapt to it myself. You know what I mean? And really be open to letting people see my process and part of, you know, it's like show and tell in my life every day and different shit like that. But you can't get that confused with making money. You can't get popularity confused with making money, because if you get promoted as a person that, yeah, bro, I use this dude, man, you don't even charge, bro. You know, y'all just do a project together, get to look together, man, and you know what I mean, he gonna fuck with you. But okay, You do mixtape, you ain't got no songs registered. You ain't got no publishing money coming. Ain't no splits being talked about. No contracts on anything. You just out there. There's nothing. You know what I mean? If a song pop, get hot, they start playing on the radio, it's not even registered for you to even get the mechanical royalties. None of that shit. Half of these motherfuckers don't even know what that means. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I have a school and why I'm opening it, because I'm tired of ranting about this shit and talking amongst myself under my breath about how displeased I am with this shit. I feel like action has to be done, is necessary. And, you know what I mean? And people need to understand what the business is. There's a lot of people that don't even understand the business. You make a move and they have any type of situation where they connected to the move you make, they don't even know their situation, even know how to go get their own check out of the situation. They'll get mad. Oh, you didn't tell me anything. You did this, you did that, and don't even understand the magnitude of the situation. Even looking at the process to even know how to get money. They don't even know how to get the money. But they get frustrated and be like, oh, you did this or you did that, not even understanding the process of the business at the end of it. It's really a tragic situation, man, because it's not just young people. It's a lot of old motherfuckers out here, bro, that are broke, that's been doing music for years, that don't have their situation together, man. Because if you putting a 1,000 half a pennies together constantly, and you cultivate that constantly, a check is gonna cultivate from that work sooner or later. But if you never start that process and you never started it, then you're in a real tough situation. I had a friend that's been producing almost as long as I have, and he just got his first royalty check maybe 2 or 3 years ago because the business wasn't on. He didn't even know how to do his business. Didn't know how to register his shit. Didn't know what was going on. Nothing. You know what I mean? It's a real bad situation, man. It's a lot of people looking good, but they ain't doing good.
So let me ask you this: at the school, XMG School of Music and Business, is a producer gonna learn how to do that, how to take care of their business, and how to get all their royalties, and how to get all their publishing?
Yeah, that's what I'm teaching. That's why it's called XMG School of Music and Business. You know what I mean? You just ain't gonna learn how to jam. You're gonna learn how to earn. You know what I'm saying? We teach survival shit in my school. It's not no just textbook shit and giving you a certificate and marching your ass out the door. I want prodigies and people that can shadow in my legacy and say, this is where I learned this shit at, and be successful so that they can be a representation of what I offered them and what I was able to do with them. You know what I'm saying? You can't get that shit if you don't really teach them. You know, I don't know about these other schools. I've done my research, and there's a lot of different situations out there where people spend their money and study and go to school and get out of school and have to relearn again, because either they're not current to the current situation that's going on, or they just wasn't given the skills to go out there and make money.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this: for a young producer, just jumping off the porch, just tapping on their keys and shit, and they trying to go to the next level, what's a step one to get to the next level?
I mean, you got to master the first thing that you get in. You know what I mean? If you're really getting into business, you got to have a work ethic. You got to know what you're doing, and you got to know what you're working for. You know what I mean? A lot of people out here just working, and I hear it all the time. Man, I got this record I'm doing, bro. It's going to be the next big thing. I'm going to blow. And, man, it's supposed to be on, bro. I'm telling you, man. Watch, man. It's going to be huge, bro. I'm telling you, man. Next time you see me on Piece and Chain, leather and wood, shit ain't that easy. Shit ain't that easy, man.
Let me ask you about work ethic in hip hop. What do you think about that?
It ain't none. I mean, it look like it is, but it's more about, you know what I mean? Really, it's more about drugs, alcohol, and sex and social media than it is work. Because I don't know how niggas can work hard with one hand. And like this 12 hours of the motherfucking day. Or you making the beat and then the nigga do this shit and look at the camera and try to see what the fuck. I don't know how nigga make money like that, my nigga. I don't know. You know what I mean? Call me old school or old fashioned. I don't know how that shit supposed to work, bro.
Okay. What about this? What about creating your own sound?
Yeah, that's important. That's really important. It's almost non-existent. You know, I've done music for people and it's taken them 10 years to catch up to the shit I did 10 years ago. And they finally used it then, or 70 years ago. And I've got several tracks that were just been held for years because, you know, quote unquote, it was ahead of its time. It wasn't ahead of its time. I don't think a lot of people are scared to be original. And it's crazy to me that you're scared to be original in a genre of music where there's a million copycat sounding motherfuckers in. You know what I mean? It's easier to be yourself than it is to be like everybody else, bro. But everybody want to be the Migos. It's one motherfucking Migos. It's one Quavo, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all it is. It's one T-Pain. It's one Wayne. It's one Mr. Lee. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fit to be in that motherfucker doing some shit that's not what part of my shit is. Do I transcend my vibe and recreate myself? Yeah, all the time. But I don't do that shit at the expense of having a Mike Will type beat or a P&B type beat or a Kodak Black type beat. I'm not that type nigga. You know what I mean? It's either gonna be me or nothing, bro. And that's why I think I've been lasting all these years. When people hear my music, they know it's me. They only like, damn, that's Mr. Lee. I don't get that shit because they already know. I got signatures on my shit. Even if I take signature instruments out, they still gonna know. The way it feel, they gonna know it's me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me ask you about so your social media presence is growing. How is that affecting you?
Nah, it don't really affect me now.
It make you a little bit more notable. So
yeah, it make me notable. You know, I think what's really kind of tripped me out is that I've been so used to being behind the scenes, and I've always had studios in my crib. Now this studio here is different. That I'm able to touch people more, and it's crazy how many young people are up on my music I didn't even know. You know, that really knew my music. They didn't know me. You know what I mean? So getting on social media, I'm getting a bunch of contacts, a bunch of people call me, inbox me, DM me all the time, telling me that they grew up on my music or it helped them get through something or they a fan. I just got hit by a guy way in Japan that I'm getting ready to work with. You know what I mean? That he knew my discography way over there. You know what I mean? In which I got a lot of people out of overseas. You know, especially like in France and different shit like that be hitting me up buying music for me and different shit like that all the time. But you know, it just if I can get one person to listen to my music or one person that like what I do, then I feel like I'm doing my job.
How you stay so grounded?
You know what I mean? Really, when you really have to work for what you got, and you know that at any given time it can be taken away, or you know what I mean, you could just lose your spot and not be relevant anymore. I always keep myself grounded because you know what I mean, you don't know who the next star going to be. You don't know who's going to be the next person that can stretch your legacy out another 10 years. You never know. So I don't never shit on people. Prime example, Riff Raff was one of my best friends, one of my homies. They used to record at my house all the fucking time. Niggas used to laugh at him, and when he leave, they ask me, man, why the fuck you got this dude wrapping up in your fucking crib, bro? And it wasn't really about no money. I just fucked with him. He had a drive. He wanted to do this shit. He was hungry. And the crazy thing about it, when he became who he is now, he never forgot about what I did. He never forgot that.
Icon.
Yeah, that's my partner, man. I fuck with on Riff, man. That's my nigga.
All right, cool. Well, I guess that's gonna do it for today. Is any shout outs you want to give?
Nah, I ain't gotta give no shout outs. Everybody know who I fuck with and who I don't. Stay on the track, man.
King George TV.
Yeah.